Hey guys, Brittany from the Book Addict's Guide here, coming at you with another video review. My first one didn't go so well, so I'm trying it again, and this time we're talking about Things I Can't Explain by Mitchell Kriegman. It's a Clarissa Explains It All reimagining with Clarissa in her 20s, so it's more of a new adult book. It's from St. Martin's Press, and it comes out on November 10th, 2015. I grabbed the book from NetGalley, and it was actually a fun read. It definitely has that Clarissa feel and the voice and the tone and everything that really reminded me of the TV show. It was really fun to see Clarissa in her 20s. It was something that I've always wanted to see. Clarissa was one of my favorite TV shows from the 90s. So I always wanted more of her story. I really connected with her as a kid. So it was really cool to see that come to life. And it was also very interesting to see it go from TV show to book. Usually things, I feel like nowadays, go from book adapted, from book to TV and to movies. So it was kind of interesting and yet weird to see it flip the other way around. That actually was one of my qualms with this book. It was really neat to see that adapted back into text, but it was also a little bit hard to read, I think. Not hard to read, but I feel like it didn't get translated well into the pages. There are a lot of times on the Clarissa TV show where she talks directly to the camera and then it's a cutaway, and she does her own thing and then it goes back to her life, and so it's a very, very separate thing. There's a clear division from her talking to the camera and from her playing out her life. And that was something that I felt was missing from the book that I would have liked to see. Everything just sort of blended together. Obviously, when you're reading a book like this, the narration just continues, and it was just a normal first-person narration, so you just hear Clarissa's voice throughout. So I would have liked to see that little division where she had a breakaway to talk to the audience instead of having it just be one voice the whole time, because that was always something that was fun from the show. The other thing was that I did lose a little of the voice going from TV into a book. I did say that the tone was there, which it was, and it was so much fun to read, but I also felt like without Melissa Joan Hart, it was kind of, I just lost that Clarissa feel a little bit. I think Mitchell Kriegman did a nice job writing the book, but it just didn't quite feel like the show to me, which may be unfair. I mean, it is a different medium, and it's definitely something different, but that was a hard thing for me that I got lost a little bit in translation, I think. The other thing was, it was really weird to see Clarissa in her 20s. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be really cool. I thought it was gonna be just like hopping back into the TV show, and it was actually kind of weird to see her in a new adult light. I mean, I grew up with Clarissa, and so it was very much my teen and my preteen years, and to hear her talking about drugs and sex, and okay, she doesn't do drugs, but to hear her talking about all that kind of stuff, it was just like, that's not my Clarissa, that's not what's happening. So it was weird to read for sure. You do get to see characters from the show, which I thought was awesome. Her parents and Ferguson are very much involved in the book, so that was neat to see. And my one thing was that I wanted to see what happened with Sam. I'm a Clarissa and Sam shipper, and I have been since the show, so I was really hoping to see them get together. I won't spoil it, and I won't tell you what happens. You do see him in the book, but I won't tell you how it plays out. You're just gonna have to read it to find out for yourself. Overall, I thought it was pretty fun. I definitely was missing some things, so unfortunately it didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to, but I did think it was a fun book, very cute, definitely light, and it was a great little pick-me-up for me to read very quickly and just have that little bit of nostalgia attached. If you want to read the book, it comes out November 10th, 2015 from St. Martin's Press, and I think it's going to be a fun read for some people. I'm not sure if it's going to wow anybody. It might. If you're a fan of the show, it might impress you. But for me, it fell a little bit short, but I did have fun with it. That's it for this video review. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think.